What's the moment? What moment's it going to take for you to stop playing small? When we finally recognize how life is such a gift, everything shifts because we stop playing small. We stop giving our attention to what's truly trivial, and start investing our energy into what deeply is meaningful. That trivial nonsense that we play the game with, its pull, its noise, it fades, and then clarity arises. From this expanded awareness, we can choose intentionally, we can live purposefully, and we can align with what truly matters to us. You see, we have to stop feeding the meaningless. That's right. When we recognize the true gift of life, we stop investing energy in the trivial. The meaningless has no power unless we give it attention. Let me share this. Worry, anxiety are meaningless expressions. Takes you right out of the now, takes you right out of living in the most one moment that you've got to live. The moment we reclaim that attention, man, our whole world begins to shift and we reclaim our power. Meaning rises only when we get clear on who we choose to be, how we choose to act, where we choose to go, who we choose to be with. Playing small is not a life sentence. It's a habit of consciousness. The moment we decide to show up with intention, presence, emotional mastery, that's a big one, emotional mastery, not letting what other people do cause our emotions to go all over the place. When we do that, we step into a higher identity. Meaning becomes our compass instead of noise. The universe, life, expands in direct response to the size of our awareness. The universe mirrors our inner atmosphere. When we expand, life expands. When we stop shrinking ourselves, we stop shrinking to accommodate fear, doubt, old patterns, pleasing others. We step into the field of possibility, of clarity, purpose, and spiritual power becomes our normal way of life. I had the privilege yesterday of attending a memorial service of the parent of someone that I knew. And I got to sit back and I got to observe. I got to see the love that the daughters had for the mother, how the women supported each other so beautifully and so wonderfully. I saw the tears. And I wondered in my mind, what were those tears? I know they lost their dad, but were they tears that I could have been more? I could have done more? I could have enjoyed his presence more? I don't know. But it caused me to look inside, caused me to evaluate and realize how precious what life I have is. And am I willing to play small with the life that I've got for any other human being on the planet? And here's the answer. No. No one is more important than my becoming more aware and living my dream life. No one. I truly believe that we were brought here, however you want to look at that, to live the most fulfilling, magnificent life. And we've been given all the power. But our attachments to what is, our attachments to how things should be, our attachments to what other people think, stop us from being our magnificent self, and we shrink. We become small. And when we become small, you can tell your emotions are dark, they're negative, they're anxious, they're depressed, they're anger, there's regret. That's how you know you're playing small. When you have those negative emotions, that's the universe giving you a clear sign. Hey, wake up. Do you not feel? Do you not feel what I'm telling you? Not there's an I, but that's the universe. It's the law. Your emotions tell you exactly if you're aligned with what you want to be aligned with, your purpose or not. If it's a negative emotion, you're not aligned. Guess what? If it's a negative emotion, you're not aligned in love. And your natural quality, according to everything I've ever read, is to be love. Why not? Why not today Stop playing small. Stop playing with the minutia. Stop playing in the dance that goes nowhere. And move over to the next line where the dance is meaningful, where you get to be free as you dance. You get to choreograph the movement, the steps, who you dance with. It's a great time to wake up. And there's no better time than right now. And with that, much love on your journey to power. Aloha.